Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a scrambled egg influenced dish, the mushroom stew with egg over rice. This is the vegetarian version of the famous Cantonese scrambled egg with shrimp that have an extra layer of mushroom stew on top of it. Check it out. Hi friends, this is Erica right here. I'm a Taiwanese citizen currently living in America. Cooking and traveling are my passions, so I'm here to share with you my favorite Asian recipes. On top of that, I also make videos talking about food knowledge and the nutrition benefit of the dish on this channel. So if that interests you, please subscribe and keep watching. Today we're making the mushroom stew with scrambled eggs over rice. This dish is perfect for meal prep and is also great for a one-dish dinner. Online, you can find a lot of different recipes for this dish, but today I'm teaching you my favorite style, the 3-layer ones. Well, the first layer will be the fresh cooked rice, and on the second layer, we'll top it out with the super soft and springy scrambled egg, and then finish it with the third layer of the mushroom stew. The traditional version of this dish is the scrambled egg with shrimp that is originated in Hong Kong and influenced by the English breakfast scrambled egg. The scrambled egg technique was first introduced into Hong Kong people during the British colonization period, which is around 1841 to 1997. At first, scrambled egg was only served in the Western restaurant for the upper middle class customer with a higher income. Later, the local 大排档, which basically means the sidewalk food truck or the outdoor restaurants, started offering imitation of the English-style scrambled egg at a low price. And over time, the scrambled egg dish became more and more popular among Hong Kongese. And now if you go to a Hong Kongese restaurant, you probably won't be able to order scrambled egg for breakfast in there, but you will definitely see the scrambled egg with shrimp dish on the menu. It still have a very soft and smooth half-cooked egg in the dish, but it is designed to be eaten over rice. And today I'm teaching you how to make this scrambled egg over rice with the mushroom stew on top of it. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? Here are the ingredients that we'll need for today's recipe. We need 4 eggs and 2 boxes of the Shimeji mushrooms. I'm using 1 white and 1 brown, but you can use 2 same color as well, or if you don't like mushroom that much, you can also use just 1 box. And here we also need 900 milliliters of dashi broth. Dashi broth is made out of konbu, which is a type of seaweed, and the bonito flakes, which is a type of fish. So you can also change this to the chicken broth or vegetable broth, or you can also use water if you want. Besides that, we only need 2 scallions right here, and that's it. And for the rest of the seasoning and sauce, as well as the exact amount of the ingredients, will be described in the description box down below. Here what we need to do is chop the scallion into little dice and then chop off the bottom of the Shimeji mushroom, the little base, and then separate each individual little mushrooms and set it aside for cooking. And now that the ingredients are ready, we'll set it aside and let's make our egg mixed. To make a soft, springy, and smooth egg, there's 2 ways to do so. And the most simple ways to do it is to add some milk into your egg mix. Because milk contains casein, a type of protein that when you mix it with egg, it can make the egg solid at a low temperature. And a low temperature cooked egg can maintain the springy and smooth texture easily. The egg and milk ratio is around 10:1. You don't need too much milk. So for example, a 1 individual egg, you probably need around 1 teaspoon of milk. But today we're using the second method, which is adding some soup stocks and cornstarch. Get a bowl or a container and break all of your eggs into it. And then use another bowl to mix in 12 grams of cornstarch and 18 milliliters of dashi broth. If you still don't know how to make dashi, I'll leave a link up here for you. When the cornstarch are all melted into the broth, it's time to mix the 2 bowls together and gently mix them well. Now it's time to cook. Get a flat pan and add in some olive oil with low heat. Wait for around 30 seconds so the oil is kind of hot but not too hot, and then you can add in your egg mixed. Use your spatula to slowly and gently push the eggs from one side of the pan to another with the low heat. You'll see that the eggs start to turn solid slowly. For us to make a soft and springy egg, we definitely don't want it to be charred or burned, so you have to keep the temperature really low. And when most of the eggs turn solid but still have the juiciness remain, just like this, you can turn off the heat and set the eggs aside. The second layer of scrambled egg is done. Now, either clean up your pan really nicely or just like me, change it to another pan. We're making our third layer, the mushroom stew. Put all your shimeji into the pan and turn the heat to medium-low. Right now, we're trying to sear the mushroom and heat it up a little bit without the oil. Let it steer for around 3 minutes and you'll start to hear the sizzling noise. If you had a pan like mine that not all of the mushroom can be seared at the same time, just simply stir it a little so the mushroom can all be seared nicely. When the time is up, add in some salt and pepper, mix it real good together, and as soon as you can see some golden brown part on the mushroom, that means it's time to add in some sesame oil for the aroma. At this point, it is literally ready to eat. But today we're making a stew, so we'll add in our dashi broth as well as sake, mirin, and soy sauce. I like to top it with some white pepper powder as a highlight and then mix them all together and wait till it boils. When the stew starts boiling, we can add in our starch water to thicken the stew. The starch water I'm using today is around 20 grams of cornstarch and 15 grams of water. If you want the stew to be a little thicker, you can add in more cornstarch too. You can add in the starch water all at once and use your chopsticks or spoon to mix it good. And keep the heat in medium-low and let it boil for another 5 minutes so the stew can be thicker. Get a deep plate or bowl and add in the first layer of rice, the second layer of scrambled eggs, and the final layer of mushroom stew. I love scallion, so I'm gonna put a little more scallion on top as a garnish. And it's done! The Chinese mushroom stew with eggs over rice is ready. The dish looks pretty similar to a risotto, but there are a layer of surprises. The eggs are super soft and springy with a nice flavor of dashi cooked into the eggs. And the mushroom stew is super tasty and flavorful. Turn the simple egg rice into a moisty mushroom stew. I like to keep my leftover in a lunchbox that have 2 different compartments. Then I'll keep the scrambled egg and rice on top of each other and then keep the mushroom stew separated. And whenever you want to eat it, you just need to microwave it real quick and then mix it together. It tastes just like freshly made. Now, while we're enjoying this amazing rice dish together, let's learn some Chinese. The word of the day today is 滑蛋双菇烩饭, mushroom stew with egg over rice. The first 2 characters, 滑蛋, means scrambled egg. The next 2 characters, 双菇, means 2 types of mushroom. And the last 2 character is 烩饭, which if you translate it on Google, it would tell you it's risotto, but back home we have a different technique of making this 烩饭. We'll put the rice on the bottom and pour a stew on top, which is exactly what we're making today. So the word of the day today, let's repeat it together again. 滑蛋双菇烩饭. Mushroom stew with egg over rice. Thank you for cooking with me today. Let me know if you like the recipe by giving this video a thumbs up. It's only gonna take you a second, but it means a lot to me. I make a video on YouTube every Thursday, so remember to hit that bell and you'll never miss out. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!